Like, share, and subscribe. Well, well, well. It's amazing how people can be so cocky and they can feel like they are untouchable. They can do all these horrendous things. They cannot pay people correctly. They can get people's things shut down, their businesses shut down. They can get people fired. They can silence people. All these type of things. But everybody has a day coming. Even when it looks like nothing's happening, something is definitely happening. You know how a lot of times when you say, just be quiet, don't speak on it, just be quiet. See, a lot of times people want you to be quiet because they don't want you to speak up their demise. They don't want you to talk about the horrible things that they're doing because the more you talk about it, that energy is going to rise and then it can cause a reaction. It can cause for something to happen. So while you over here doing all these negative things to people, doing all these horrible things to people, and you just expect for the people around you to just be quiet all the time, or you're silencing people so they won't speak on you, it's going to come a time where if people keep bringing it up like Jaguar Wright, she just kept talking about P. Diddy, kept talking about how horrible he is. And she's doing that with a few others like Jay-Z. It won't be long before we start hearing something about Jay-Z in a minute ourselves. We're going to be hearing this in a minute also. But it was just a matter of time. Kim Porter, she mysteriously ends up deceased. The first doctor who, performed an autopsy on her, he ends up deleted. He ends up dead all of a sudden. Then the next doctor who does an autopsy says, oh, she just died of pneumonia. A lot of people are talking. That Khadif dude, that supposedly got arrested for the Tupac murder, he's talking. And he's not going to shut up. He's going to keep talking. So finally, P. Diddy is arrested. Now, they was over here bumping his album, and I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, why in the hell are they bumping P. Diddy's album after he just paid Cassie all this money to keep her mouth shut for the horrible things that he's done to her. Now, all of a sudden, he got an album that's playing on 102.3 and all these other stations. And I'm thinking to myself, gee, they didn't let R. Kelly get away with no shit like that. They pulled his music up off the radio and off all the streaming services immediately. So I was just wondering and waiting when they gonna pull, P. Diddy's shit off, the streaming services. But he's finally been arrested. And the feds basically want to arrest him so that they can have access to his computer. They want to have access to his home. They want to have access to see if they can find any other damaging things, because again, a lot of people are talking. So they need to look through his computer. They need to look through his phone. They need to look through all these things because the shit is definitely hitting the fan. And I just couldn't believe. I'm like, yo, when is this man going to get arrested? When is he going to get arrested? But he finally got arrested, y'all. He's finally, arrested. And it's just high time that a lot of these victims, although they may not receive the justice they should get, you want to see the person that has been causing all this mayhem and carnage, you want to see them pay for what they have done. A lot of speculation that Biggie is dead because of him. He has something to do with Notorious B.I.G.'s murder. This is something that has been spoken about for a very long time. He has something to do with it. And a lot of people believe this. A lot of people are even saying that P. Diddy and Clive Davis has something to do with Whitney Houston's murder and her daughter. Because P Diddy is basically the twin of Clive Davis. He's the black twin of Clive Davis. He mimics everything that Clive Davis does. But nobody wants to throw Clive Davis under the bus. But they so quick to want to throw all the black people under the bus. So this should be a lesson to a lot of you black people who think we're living in a society that these other groups are running this society right now. It is their time to rule. They're ruling right now. And you as a so-called black person can't get away with shit. You over here mimicking and doing a lot of the things that your oppressor is doing. They're going to figure out a way to get him off the hook. Because I believe that Clive Davis should be in prison also. He needs to go to jail because there's a lot of people that have died under Clive Davis too, including Whitney Houston, Phyllis Hyman, and the list goes on and on. That one white girl, back in the day, they said that she used to have a bad odor. Janis Joplin, you know, all these people, you know, Clive Davis worked with, and they all ended up dying of drug overdoses. The typical. They killed themselves, all that kind of stuff. The typical things that is used to off these celebrities. They put life insurance policies out on these celebrities, big life insurance policies out on them, just in case. So while P. Diddy's over here mimicking his master over here, Clive Davis, he can't get away with the shit that Clive Davis does. Black people need to understand, so-called black people need to understand, you can't do what those other groups of people do. You just ain't gonna be able to do it. Because when they're ready to attack you and when they're ready to shut you down, they will shut you down. And this is what we're witnessing right now. And any and everybody that is around P. Diddy is gonna get it. Look at the pastor right now. You know, TD Jakes, again, I'm not a Christian. I am not a Christian. I don't, listen to TD Jakes. He's not a favorite of mine, but he is a black man. And I just get so tired of seeing black men being thrown under the bus. If you're guilty, you're guilty. And if you need to be called out, you need to be called out. And we understand that black folks are going to be called out. They're going to always be the first ones to be thrown under the bus. And that's my issue with it. There's tons of other groups of people that are doing the same thing, and they need to be called out as well. The shit got to stop all the way around. It don't matter what color you are, what you're doing. But what I'm noticing is that they focusing on just black folks. Although we do need to be called out, and we need to, uphold ourselves on a higher standard and level. And we as so-called black people, we need to check our own. Because we get tired of other groups of people checking us because they ain't going to do it right or they're going to go overboard. So we have to learn how to start checking ourselves, and start policing ourselves. But with that being said, it's good that we police ourselves and we put things out in the forefront and stop covering up shit. We got to quit covering things up. We got to quit doing that and just bring it out, and fix what's going on in our communities. We gotta do that. We gotta do it. But to have other groups of people attacking us and making sure that we are punished for the atrocities that we're doing, I want those other people to have to pay for those type of things too. Because what we get ready to see right now is that Epstein list that's getting ready to come out. And I guarantee you it's going to be a whole lot of white folks and them other type of folks that's going to be on that list. And it's going to be a whole lot of women on that list too. Now, I took a peek at the list, if that was a real list or not. And it's a whole lot of celebrities' names on there, and it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. But just the fact that they even have the list and they have to make a point to, when to put the list out, tells me that they're going to be doing some picking off that list. It's going to be some people that were probably on that list that have been taken off that list. They're going to push out who they want to push out on that list. This is what I'm thinking, you know. But with that being said, is his name on that damn Epstein list? Makes you think, doesn't it? But in 2024, it's going to be a lot of things that are going to be exposed. A lot of things are going to be exposed because things are shifting. And what you have to realize, so-called black people, things are shifting in our favor. So we got to sit back, relax, eat some popcorn, and stay the hell out of the way. We got to stay the hell out of the way so that what is coming for us is allowed to come for us, to get us back into power the way that we are supposed to be in power. We're supposed to be ruling this world. We're supposed to be running this world, and we need things to get back and balance the way that it is, because the wrong people are fucking this world up. They messing it up, and the earth is getting rid of them and shifting. This is what we're witnessing right now. So even our people that want to live like these heathens, want to do what they do, they have to be exposed. And as much as it sucks, they have to be exposed, because we can't keep living like them. We are better people, and we have to uplift ourselves and live better the way the Most High want us to live. Because living like our enemies and doing what they doing is the wrong thing to do. So you guys tell me what you think about P. Diddy getting arrested. Tell me what you think about it. And it don't look good for him. It looked like it's going to get a lot worse for him and the people that are associated with him and that are around him. It's his time. It is definitely his time, y'all. But we got to get away. We have to separate ourselves from this world. We have to separate ourselves from the powers that be that are running this world. We are not supposed to be like them. We have to be separate from them. Period and point blank. But our eyes are starting to be are opening now. That's what is happening. Do me a favor. I want you guys to thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed to my channel. And I want to say thank you to the subscribers that have subscribed to my channel and giving me a chance. And I'm going to see you all on the next video. Peace out.